Hi everyone, it's Robin. I have card number 3, Christmas card tutorial that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Now this one isn't as non-dimensional as the last one that I shared, but it's still pretty flat. So this is another one I would say would be good for mass producing. I can't guarantee there wouldn't be extra postage because I've not tried to mail one. I've not taken it to the post office or anything like that. So I couldn't say, but looking at it, it does have a pretty narrow profile. So I've done a lot of prep work already, so it should go pretty quickly. And I've prepped things to make 3 cards. And the only variation I did among the 3, I did white seam binding on this one, and I didn't care for it very much. And we're not going to be using this stamp today. I've made the 3 with that stamp. This is from I Break for Stamps. But today I'm going to be using, this was still on my desk, and this is the Waltzing Mouse stamp once again. And I'm going to be using Merry Christmas to You on the front down here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and stamp the bottom. So I'm going to do, I have, like I said, prepped for 3 cards. Let me fold this. And this is going to be a portrait style. The panel on the front measures 4 by 5 1/4 inches, and I'm going to measure, just eyeballing it really, about 1 3/4 inches down, and I'm going to put my sentiment right here. So let me grab my ink, and this is just some old Riding Hood red ink. I've had these for, I don't know, years and years and years. Well, I guess probably 3, 4, or 5 years. So they're pretty old as far as craft supplies go, but they hold up well. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that toward the bottom in the center. That didn't stamp very well, so let me go ahead and flip it over. I haven't re-inked this. I may need to. I'll try it again. That's better, but it does need re-inked. I'm just not going to do it this, well, I guess I will. Okay, and if you don't know how to re-ink, because I do have some newer crafters on here, I just take the re-inker and just kind of scribble it on and then go both directions. You can see it's taking it all in very quickly. It's been a couple years since these have been re-inked. Okay, let me put that away. And I probably have ink all over my fingers now. Okay, so I'm going to set this panel aside and let's see if it gives a better impression. Just lining this up. And I apologize, this is upside down to you. That's better. That one, and then the last one. The reason I'm doing all 3 at once is because I'm going to do the embossing next, and it's easier if I only have to have the big shot on my desk at once, and it just makes sense when you're mass producing a card to go in different, steps, complete a step and then go to the next step. And so I'm going to set that aside because we're going to need that for the inside. And so now we're going to go ahead and clean up my desk a little bit. I'm just using this, looks like a waffle cone, embossing folder. You could use any embossing folder. It doesn't have to be this one. And try not to smash anything here. Okay, and then opening this up to the right tab. I'm only going to put the embossing folder in up to about right here because I'm going to be adding the seam binding. So I just want to pick a line going this way and just make sure that it's pretty even, and then run it through the Big Shot. And somebody had asked if I sell Stampin' Up. No, I don't. I've had stuff for years, and I do like Stampin' Up products, a lot of them, and a lot of it's gifted. So this is what it looks like, and then we're going to put the seam binding right here. So let me go ahead and do the other 2. Okay, and this is the second one. And then one left. Okay, and then here's the last one. So let me go ahead and get this big monstrosity off the desk. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is I've already pre-cut about 6 inches of some red vintage seam binding, and I'm just going to adhere it right across there. I'll grab my ATG gun. Kind of like to use my grid to make sure that I get my ribbon as straight as possible. Okay. I'm just leaving enough to wrap around the back. And then I'm not gonna wrap that yet because I might as well just adhere or add the ATG tape on it when I get to that part. So let me go ahead and do the rest of these. Oops. It's getting kind of late at night, so I'm getting a little fumbly. Okay. That doesn't look straight. Okay, it is, as much as I can tell. And then the last one. I'm going to turn this one to me. So I'm interested to know how many of you mail out Christmas cards and still have a long way to go with getting them ready. I mean, granted, it's still for another couple days, just November. That was the one that was the one I messed up on first with the needing to re-ink my pad. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and adhere these onto my card base. So let me just stick this all the way around. Tuck this to the back. Whoops. I have so much in front of me here, I don't know where to set stuff. And then just kind of add this panel to the card. Okay, and that's what we have so far. Let me go ahead and do the other two. This to the back and a little bit more adhesive, and then go ahead and do this one. I'll do it upside down. I usually like to start by the edge that, wow, that could have been bad. The open end. Okay, and then lastly, okay, now I have punched out 2 silver and 1 red snowflake. And I just used this EK Success punch to do that, and it was pretty much a pain in the neck to punch this out. It kept getting jammed and I'd have to pop my scissors in there to release it. And so this was the, I mean, it is quite thick. The glitter paper from Hobby Lobby that they sell, it's $1.99 a sheet, but then they have it on sale all the time for $1. So if you can come up with something a little thinner than that, it might save your sanity a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and adhere these on with hot glue just because of the texture on the embossing folder. Put one over on this side. Well, I'm hoping that we can cover the extra glue up with the red snowflake. Is that when it's supposed to happen? Well, I'm sure I can clean it up. I don't want to take too much time to do that now. There, it's coming off already. So that's good. I won't have to fuss with that too much. Trying to be more careful to just get it on the snowflake instead of off the edges. Okay, and then this one going over on this side. Trying to stagger it a little bit. Okay, and then the red one is just going to go right here in the center. And as you can see here, I have it kind of angled with the points going up and down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on this one. Okay, so let me go ahead and do the other two. Let me know if you enjoy this kind of video, if you find it relaxing, or if it goes too slow and you kind of lose interest. Because I'm trying different things, and the whole point in sharing these YouTube videos is to, you know, share ideas and inspiration and just kind of visit with you. Get to know, you get to know me, and I get to know you by your comments and by your videos if you do them. But if you like something that keeps pace moving a little bit faster, I guess I like both kinds of videos. It just depends on the day and how much time I have. Okay, so that's the second one. Last one. You know, because if I only have a little bit of time, or if I really have had a rough day and really need to rewind, then a kind of folksy visiting kind of a video seems to really be nice to just unwind and let go of the cares of the day. My husband's out there playing a game with my girls. Okay. Wow, I'm getting some massive glue strings. Okay, and then this one. Okay, I'll be right back. Night, girls. I love you. Mwah. Okay, I'm back. Now what I'm going to do here is I have some rhinestones, and they're self-adhesive, but I'm thinking that with the glitter, I just wanted a little dot of glue on there just to secure it. Okay, and I think these are 8mm. Okay. And the last one. So this video is already 15 minutes. So it seems like it's too long for me, because I don't really make long videos. But we're gonna finish it up pretty quick here. I've already done the bows, and I've added glue dot to the back of those. So when you're doing, I guess that would be a tip, is when you're doing mass producing cards, like I was mentioning about doing stages or steps, as many as possible. And this is just kind of like a, I don't want to say fudging, but you know, obviously it's not tied on there, but it's meant to look like it is. And just do as many steps ahead of time, and then that way when you're actually assembling, you can just keep it moving. And I'm not going to be bothered that this is, the ribbon tails are blocking the sentiment. I mean, it's not a big deal. Okay. And then this last one here. And then I'm just going to stamp the inside panels and then be done. That's it. I'm going to use this ink again. Let me get these out of the way. And then I have my three 4 by 5.5 or 5.25 inch panels. And the sentiment stamp that I'm using is the same one I used before on the last card. It was just still on my block. I just went ahead and cleaned it. And that came from Waltzing Mouse, that same set. Oh, I hope this red doesn't get anywhere it's not supposed to. Just wipe it on myself. Okay, so that turned out nice. Alright, so there's that one, and then two more. Rub my fingers off again. Bring in my second panel. Okay, there's that one. And the last one. Okay. Alright, then I'm just going to adhere those into the insides of the cards. I'm going to plug the glue pin here. Going in a full circle. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to go ahead and finish these other two panels, and then there you have three more almost non-dimensional cards. Semi. They're real blingy and pretty, and I think they still do have a wow factor, and they don't have a lot of time into them. So I hope that that's been helpful for you. Card number 3. Like I mentioned in the last video, I'm not sure how many card tutorials I'm going to be sharing. But I'll just do them as I have time, and I hope that you enjoy them. Leave me a comment, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and like it. And I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.